Welcome back to SnowRunner, guys, and today we are going to be checking out this brand new 3rd Gen Dodge Ram 3500 single cab by Ethan56. Now, this truck is available with a ton of customization options, as well as both single rear wheel and dually options, and you can have a tow setup, you can have a crawler setup, you can have just a straight up lifted setup. There's also different exhaust options, different wheel and tire packages, different grills, different bumpers, all sorts of stuff. And not only that, but like, it's really cool to see a 3rd gen single cab like this in game. I really dig the way that it actually, like, the way that it's put together, even in like its quote unquote stock form. Now let's have a look at the interior real quick. It looks like there's a little bit of a 4th gen interior swap going on, but honestly though, like, that's not a bad thing. There's nothing wrong with that. But let's fire it up, take it into the garage, and see what all we can do to it. It's definitely got an interesting sound to it. You can hear a little bit of the turbo spool at the, like, right at startup, but I also wonder if it's, like, a little bit quiet. Like, it seems a little bit quieter than some of the other trucks that are similar to it. Now, engine-wise, you have stock, upgraded, and performance. We're definitely going with the performance tune. And then gearbox-wise, you have stock, highway, and off-road. Although I've got to tell you, I've done a little bit of driving in this thing before filming this video, and the off-road transmission is actually still plenty quick. Like, unless you're trying to, like, you know, maybe drive it on like highway hauling or something, or if you're trying to race it, the off-road transmission is plenty in terms of speed in automatic mode. Now, suspension wise, I'm gonna go ahead and throw the flex kit on this one, and what I'll probably do is I'll spawn in another one to do a tow suspension. So let's do the flex kit on this one, and then also, if you're wanting to do like a, just literally like as high of a lift as possible, that is also an option for you right here. Now, in terms of tires, you're starting out at 38s, and the compounds that you have are a Trepador, a KM3, a Pitbull, a Bogger, a Sticky. You have these new Country Hunters, the Fury Country Hunters, which are a completely new looking tread pattern that it's interesting to see them on this truck, and I feel like I've seen them on a couple of other trucks before, but every time I see them, I'm like, I'm not really used to seeing those yet, you know, at least on a regular basis. You also have Milestar Patagonias, which look really good, and then the list repeats in dually form. Then it goes up to 41, and then it goes up to 43, and 43 is, I believe, as big as you're going to be able to go on this particular truck. Now, since this one is getting a flex setup, this one's going to be a single wheel, and this one's going to get the 43-inch Patagonias, and let's see, stock bed, flat bed, which you can totally do if you want to go that route, dually fenders, which we're going to use on our other build. You have bushwhacker fenders if you want to go that route. You have a Baja-style light bar up top. You have more of an LED-style light bar up top. You can do a toolbox. You can do a weighted bumper. Wouldn't recommend doing that on the flex suspension, but, you know, either way. Now you have a bunch of different exhaust options. You've got an axle dump exhaust, hood stack left, hood stack right, diamond stacks, straight stacks, and then the stock exhaust. I'm going to, let's see, on this one, I'm going to remove the stock exhaust. I said remove the stock exhaust. Okay, maybe you can't do that. Let's see, what if I do hood stack right? Can I then remove the stock exhaust? Oh, that's weird. Okay, so the stock exhaust is like always going to be there. Maybe that's an odd, like, you know, bug or glitch that might end up getting sorted out later on down the road. Now, grills wise, you have two grills. You have this custom Ram grill, and then you also have a completely stock one. I'm going to do the custom grill on this one. And then front bumper-wise, we are certainly going to need a lot more clearance for these tires. Now, custom front bumper 1 is definitely going to be the move, in my opinion. Wheels-wise, you have one wheel option with this particular wheel choice, but on the dualies, you have a couple of different options. Now, when it comes to colors, really, at that point, it's completely up to you which way you go. But I will say, it is really cool to see how, when you change the color, it also changes the color of the inside of the headlight housing. I think that's a really nice detail, really nice touch. And it's also like, it also goes to show like the amount of time and effort that was put into this truck. So I really dig that. Now, I think on the flex suspension single wheel setup, I'm going to go with a nice blue, and then we're going to go ahead and throw beans on the dash. It's also worth noting that this is compatible with all of the GGMS dash add-ons, like for example the radar and stuff like that, so we'll go ahead and throw beans on there. It's also compatible with Max Mike's add-ons as well. Now let's go ahead and leave the garage real quick, and we're going to do a little bit of a flex test. It does sound pretty good, too. Look at all of that animated steering linkage, dude. Like, that axle is so highly detailed. Are we running we are running an active suspension. Okay, so, oh my god. Bro, what the heck? Well, that's a lot of extra lift. Wow. Let me just make sure and verify that we're on the flex suspension, because I'm pretty sure we are. Let's see. 002. I mean, is 002 flex? I would suppose it is. But let's see. Yeah, it's flex. All right. That is kind of surprising that the active suspension raises it that high. Like, in terms of just, you know, being a flexible suspension. But, because normally you couldn't stretch one that far and maintain the flex. But let's see, speaking of flex, what we actually have. All right. Let's see what this thing's got. Oh, it's got a lot. Yeah, it's got a lot. Wow, okay. Yeah, that's plenty of flex. Certainly more than enough to make its way down most rocky, flexy trails very, very, very easily. So now let's back that thing off of the flex ramp, and we're going to go back into the garage and do a very, very, very quick build of a hauling version. Now, this one, like I said before, is going to be a very, very quick build. Let's go ahead and find Ethan's 3500. Where is it at? Where is it at? Oh my god, where is it at? Dude, wait, there it is, Ethan 3500. All right, very quick performance 12-valve highway transmission on this one, and we'll do a toe suspension. Then on the toe suspension, I'm thinking we'll probably do a 41-inch set of, let's see, Country Under duals, and let's see, we'll do the dually fenders, and we'll do light bar 2, we'll do the toolbox, and we'll do the bumper weight. And the reason why we're doing the bumper weight is because, once again, we're running the toe suspension. So I'm going to leave the stock exhaust on this one as well, and we'll do the stock grill, and then we'll do custom front bumper 2, since we did custom front bumper 1 on the other truck. And this one actually has a different set of wheels that are available once you go for a dually setup. So since the other one was blue, we'll end up painting this one red, and then of course, I think since we've got beams on the dash of the other truck, this one will get the dash mounted radar. So now, oh yeah, this thing looks like a proper work rig though. Absolutely, like, totally proper work rig. Now, in terms of trailers, I mean, I'm sure we're going to have access to a bunch of different options. And actually, you can get a decent amount of lift, actually, out of the active mode on the towing suspension. That is not where I wanted to go. Why did I go over there when I could have gone to the trailer store? The trailer store was where I was trying to go anyway. So let's see. Ooh, so it's actually compatible with a lot of different trailer packs. That's really, really cool. Now, let's see. Gooseneck flat lifted. Let's see. Is it about the right height for the lifted gooseneck? Oh, yeah, actually, the lifted gooseneck is the perfect height. Now, I'm really only going to focus on hauling the other Dodge in this one, so I'm not really going to be all that, you know, all that concerned about doing a heavy weight test. But let's go ahead and put the ramps down, and we're going to swap over to the other 3500. We'll put it up there on the trailer, and we'll see how the main one tows. I'm sure it's going to tow just fine, though. I have no doubt in my mind that it's going to tow incredibly well. Oh, yeah, I mean, this thing is off-road park ready. Like, in this setup, totally off-road park ready. All right, ramps up. Wow, that was super simple, super easy. All right, so I'm thinking we'll head to the right, and we'll make our way through some of the obstacles down there. I really like the way these tires look, by the way. The Country Under tires, especially in dually form, they look awesome on this truck. Really, really good. All right, let's see how you do through the river. We throw it into high. Bro, it just full sends. Wow, it didn't even think about stalling out. Not even once through there. Oh, man, I love how, like, you know, when you actually look at this thing, it really does look like it's actually, like, really putting all of its effort and all of its, like, not only all of its effort, but, like, all of its suspension travel into, you know, into transferring all that power into the rear wheels. It looks like it's really just here to work. It looks like it's here to work. It looks like it's here to just, like, absolutely get everything done. And that's just exactly why it's here. But man, when you roll onto the power in high range with the highway transmission, it goes. Let's see how it does hauling through the mud. Hasn't slowed down yet. Hasn't even thought about slowing down yet. Well, it slowed down a little bit. All right, let's see. All-wheel drive always on, diff lock always on, so low range isn't really fully necessary. Let's see how you do through some mud with some weight on the trailer. If it makes it through here, no problem, especially in automatic mode with the highway box, I'm going to be blown away impressed. I mean, I'm already blown away impressed by this truck, but the more I drive it, the more impressed I become. Well, it handled that mud lane almost no problem at all. It's starting to slow down a little bit here towards the end, but I feel like that might just be because the mud is getting extra deep down here. I wonder if that kind of means I probably shouldn't take the other lane, and that I'm taking that as an indication that I probably shouldn't, although I'm also going to back up before I get too deep into that one, because that one, whoa! Just absolutely yeeted that barrel. I told that barrel to absolutely get lost. All right. All right, repair and refuel real quick. Not bad. I definitely prefer to, like, repair the body damage on this truck because it's not, like, I don't know. I don't really like seeing, you know, like the super crinkled up fenders. They just don't necessarily look the best in my opinion, and that's nothing against the mod at all. That's just like the actual damage system of the game. But man, I love the way this thing looks. Let's see if it can haul through the dips obstacle. I mean, we're already here. We might as well find out, right? Oh boy. All right, lock it in low plus. Oh, this is making me want bigger tires. Oh yeah, this is making me want way bigger tires. But hey, if it makes it through and we keep the other truck on the trailer, I mean, there's not much else you can ask for at that point. Although, I don't think we're going anywhere from there. Like, that's pretty oofed. Let's see. A little bit of winch action. Nothing too crazy, but just enough to move it. Oh, she going over. Oh my god, she is gonna go over. Well, maybe not once I actually hook it up to, like, a solid tree. Yeah, it's those trailer legs, man. It ain't going anywhere. Not with that. Not with that going on. Well, we tried to get it somewhere in the dips obstacle, but yeah, it decided it was not interested in that in any part. We might. With a little bit of winch assistance, it might still be possible. Just might anyway. Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Okay, all right. Yep, I think that might be that. I think that might be that for this particular obstacle experiment. Let's get it out of here now. I don't know if winching the trailer is going to help me at all, but I mean, you know, I feel like some people are probably going to be like, oh my god, that was such a stupid decision to go in there. And I'm like, maybe it was, but I still wanted to see what would happen. You know, I still wanted to see if we could make it through. And now at this point, there's really only one more obstacle that we need to head to as part of this test. And y'all already know exactly what it is. Boys, it's the bridge jump. Let's go! Oh boy. Avoid the massive potholes. I feel like that would not be a brilliant scenario if we completely got, like, or if we completely sank ourselves in one of these potholes on the way to the bridge jump. It just cracks me up how much suspension damage they cause. Even, like, a single cone, depending on how fast you're going, they're like, oh, yeah, 100 suspension damage for you. And I'm like, really? Like, are you sure? Really? All right, I'm putting it in high. Let's go. Honestly, like, it really has all that power and torque going up the hills. Does such a good job. All right, I'm going back into interior cam. Let's see what happens. Here we go. And full send. Wow. Truck is still on the trailer. I mean, our front axle is glitching into the ground because we literally hit the ground with such force. But other than that, I mean, the truck is still running. It's actually technically still moving. But I don't know if it'll ever be able to get itself out of there because usually once an axle glitches into the ground, the physics freak out and then it basically says, like, you've had it and you're not going anywhere. But with that being said, thank you all so much for watching, and if you did enjoy, be sure to let me know your thoughts and opinions on the video and the truck in the comment section down below. And if you're new around here and you would like to see more, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn those notifications on, and I will see y'all next time.